Hello students, welcome to all of you in this video lectures. Here I am going to continue chapter 7. In this video lectures I will explain the method of integration by parts. So let u and v are any two differentiable function of a single variable x. Now the product rule of differentiation. Now we have to integrate when the two functions are multiplied, that is integration by parts. You can see that here u and v are the product and integration over u v dx, where u and v are the functions of x. So its integration is u into integration of v dx minus integration of du by dx, differentiation of first function u into again integration of second function v dx into whole dx. This part we have to integrate again, where u equal to ux and v equal to vx. Now using fx and gx, you can see that integration of fx gx dx. So students, let us consider fx as the first function and gx as the second function. There is also a rule of taking first function and second function I will discuss now. So its integration will be first function fx into integration of second function gx dx minus a big integration. Under this integration, ddx of first function, ddx of fx, f dash x into integration of second function into dx. The whole part we need to integrate again, where fx is first function and gx is the second function. Now first function and second function can be chosen by using elate rule. This rule helps us to identify which function can be chosen as first function u and which function can be chosen as second function v. So students, this elate means I stands for inverse trigonometric function, L stands for logarithmic function, A stands for algebraic function, T stands for trigonometric function, and E stands for exponential function. So whenever this type of function comes, we take it as a first function u and will proceed the integration by parts rule. Students, there is a very important relation. E to the power x, integration of e to the power x into fx plus f dash x. F dash x is nothing but derivative of fx. Then its result will be e to the power x fx plus c. These results can be established by using by parts, integration by parts method, and the standard results comes from these integrations is this one, e to the power x fx plus c, which you can use directly while integrate the other function. So students, I hope all of you understood the concept of integration by parts. Now I'll discuss few questions related to this concept. The first question is, integrate the following functions. First one is integration of x sin x dx. So let us take I equal to integration over x sin x dx. So using elate, we take x as first function because algebraic comes first, then trigonometry. So x will take as u and sin x will take as v. Now we'll proceed. You can see that in the integration x sin x dx, x into integration of sin x dx minus a big integration under this integration ddx of first function x integration of second function this term into dx. Now x into integration of sin x is minus cos x minus ddx of x is 1, integration of sin x is minus cos x dx. So it becomes minus x cos x plus this minus into minus plus integration of cos x dx. So minus x cos x plus integration of cos x is sin x plus a constant c. So this is the answer of this question. I hope students, all of you understood. Next question, x square integration of x square log x dx. So students, you can see that question is, let us take I equal to integration of x square log x dx. So using elate rule, we take L for logarithmic, L comes before algebraic, so we'll take log x as u first function and x square algebraic function x square as second function. So let us start. Integration of x square log x dx, log x is u, integration of x square dx minus integration of ddx of first function, this is log x, integration of x square dx into dx. So log x integration of x square dx is 1 by 3 x cube minus integration of ddx of log x is 1 by x, integration of x square is 1 by 3 x cube dx. So x cube by 3 log x minus 1 by 3 comes out, x into x cube cancelled, x square dx. So x cube by 3 log x minus 1 by 3 integration of x square is 1 by 3 x cube plus c. So the answer is x cube by 3 log x minus x cube by 9 plus c. So students, I hope all of you are understanding this question. There is another question. You can see that question is x tan inverse x. So let us take I equal to x tan inverse x. So using elate, we take tan inverse as first function because first one is inverse trigonometric, comes first, then algebraic. So tan inverse x is taken u first function and x is taken v as second function. So let us start the integration of this function. You can see that I equal to x tan inverse x dx. So tan inverse x into integration of x dx minus integration of ddx of first function tan inverse x, integration of x dx plus dx, tan inverse x, integration of x dx is x square by 2 minus ddx of tan inverse x is 1 by 1 plus x square into integration of x dx is x square by 2 dx. So x square by 2 tan inverse x minus 1 by 2 x square by 1 plus x square dx. So x square by 2 tan inverse x minus half x square, you can write 1 plus x square minus 1 by 1 plus x square dx. So x square by 2 tan inverse x minus half, we can take this one 1 plus x square by 1 plus x square minus 1 plus 1 by 1 plus x square, and this becomes x square by 2 tan inverse x minus this half outside, this is cancelled, so integration of dx minus this is 1 dx minus into minus plus half integration of 1 by 1 plus x square dx. Now x square by 2 tan inverse x minus integration of dx is x, so x by 2 plus half integration of this is tan inverse x plus c. So ultimately we have the result x square by 2 tan inverse x minus x by 2 plus half tan inverse x plus c. So students, I hope all of you are getting this question also. Another question, let us take. The question is sine inverse x whole square. So let us take I equal to sine integration of sine inverse x whole square dx. Putting sine inverse x equal to t. So the value of x we have got sine t. So now when x equal to sine t, x equal to sine t differentiate with respect to x, so dx equal to cos t dt. So I equal to sine inverse x whole square dx. So sine inverse x we have taken t, so t square dx is cos t dt. So t square cos t dt. Now using Eilert rule, t square is taken first function and cos t is taken second function. So we proceed the integration t square into integration of cos t dt minus ddx of t square ddt of t square integration of cos t dt into dt t square integration of cos t dt is minus sin t minus this differentiation of t square is twice t into sin t dt. So t square sin t minus 2 outside integration of t sin t dt. Now we have to use this one again by parts. T square sin t minus 2 into first function t into integration of sin t dt minus ddt of t integration of sin t dt into dt. So it becomes t square sin square t minus 2 into minus t cos t minus into minus plus integration of cos t dt t square sin t plus 2 minus minus plus 2t cos t minus integration of cos t is sin t. So it becomes plus into minus minus 2 sin t plus c. Now at last putting the value of t, we know that the value of t is sin inverse x and sin t is x. So sin t x and t square is sin inverse x whole square minus the value of t is sin inverse x and value of cos t is root over 1 minus x square. So it is x so it is 2 root over 1 minus x square into sin inverse x minus 2x plus c. So this is the answer of this question. So students, next another questions we have. The question is integrate x minus 3 e to the power x by x minus 1 whole cube. So I equal to, let's take I equal to the given function integration over x minus 3 e to the power x by x minus 1 whole cube dx. Now x minus 3 you can break like this, x minus 1 minus 2 e to the power x by x minus 1 whole cube. Now you can split the fraction x minus 1 by x minus 1 whole cube minus 2 by x minus 1 whole cube e to the power x. Now this becomes one term cancelled, so 1 by x minus 1 whole square minus 2 by x minus 1 whole cube e to the power x dx. Now let us take fx equal to 1 by x minus 1 whole square. It can be written as x minus 1 to the power minus 2. So differentiate with respect to x. We have got f dash x equal to minus 2 x minus 1 minus 2 minus 1. That is nx to the power n minus 1. Here n is minus 2. So minus 2 x is x minus 1 to the power n minus 1. So minus 2 to the power minus 2 by x minus 1 whole cube. Now from 1 we can write I equal to this, we have taken fx. So fx plus f dash x, because f dash x is minus 2 by x minus 1 whole cube, and the result of this we have e to the power x fx plus c. Now ultimately putting the value of fx, we will get the answer integration of x minus 3 e to the power x by x minus 1 whole cube dx equal to e to the power x. Fx we have taken 1 by x minus 1 whole square e to the power x into 1 by x minus 1 whole square plus c. This is the answer of the given question. So students, I hope all of you understood my today's lectures, where I have discussed about the integration by parts method. And if there is any questions, any doubt in any questions, you can contact me. Thank you very much.